It's your, well, man, Tarqueezy here. It's your man, Tarqueezy here. Sorry if I'm a little quiet because my parents are still sleeping. So, yeah, this could be a let's chat video slash kind of a vlog, but that's really happening today, just chilling. So, yeah, let's get this day started, and I'm almost be answering a few questions, so, yeah, let's get started. I have to talk quite quiet because my parents are sleeping. So, yeah. Some of you are wondering that what's my background, what's my hobbies and stuff like that, and that's okay. So it's like get to know that person, whether black, white, purple, green, and blue, or what the personality are. What the? I was sending to my computer. It's being mean right now. But yeah, my background is, well, I'm from Boston, Massachusetts. As you all cannot tell or somehow or don't even know, it's okay. I'm from Boston, Massachusetts. Yeah, I came from, believe it or not, I came from the projects, really. I grew up in a poor area. Somehow I had a pool, but nah, I didn't care less about what it has, just to be luxury projects, what my mom would call it. And, my mom made a promise to me when I was younger. Actually, she said to me that someday we are going to move out of projects. Someday. And I went, okay, mother. And she made that promise to me when I was younger that we were going to move out of the projects and go to our better place because the projects was getting too bad. Well, I won't say too bad. I'm gonna say there's no sense staying there. It really isn't. So then, over time, as I started growing up, my mom started educating me as much as possible. Even though when I'm a Taurus, probably that's my horoscope, and you know, I say on my horoscope, Taurus are the most stubborn animal, and it's true. You can ask Jacob BB. Shout out to him, by the way. He knows it. Yeah, I was stubborn. I didn't want to do anything with my life, really. I used to be independent. I used to think for myself. Well, I still think for myself, but not to my full extent yet. But it won't happen overnight. Trust me. Used to be really intelligent. Like I've always been good at math, fractions. My mom, that one right there. Like my mom kind of sent me to a place in the hospital for my speech, so I can get better grammar, improve my reading skills too. She sent me there, repaid opt-in when I started kindergarten. They dumbed me down. I let them that I can care less about my education. Like I said, school was not for me from Jump Street. It really wasn't. So over time, I started getting dumber. Then I got transferred to school. For peer school, that's where I was at kindergarten, finished kindergarten. I hated it. I hated kindergarten because that's the worst year, one of the worst years of my life because I had to start school. I know it sucked, but but yeah, appreciate education by the way. Yeah, then I got transferred from peer school to Baker school. And also, I grew up in a town called Brookline. It's like how Silcaga excuse me, is where it's like nobody really heard of it, Silcaga. So you actually go there, that's how Brookline is. Wait, just nobody really heard of it. It's a historical town. The whole state's historical. I grew up in 13 colonies, so yeah. But over time, I was stubborn and I let them take control of me, use me as a prophet. For all my years, first, second grade, through part third, I was like, they think I was intelligent, and I was like, alright, I'm gonna quit now. I stopped doing my work. I was like, listen, all this stuff is useless. Why would I need this in my entire life? Then in 4th grade, I was kind of doing my work. I questioned history. I started questioning everything. And 5th grade, I was like, yeah. Then 6th grade, I was like, alright, I'm gonna do my work. I did my work. I didn't really make honor roll like to my folks that like on my own. They made it easy. Like everybody could. It's just everybody could be taking a 100-page test, which that had to be done within 1 hour. Their white decrease it to probably what 10 to 50 questions. Then 10 to 50 questions. That's it. It's all that one page. Don't ask how. Well, in grade, I did a lot of stuff. 6th grade was kind of like a lit year for me. I became the first African American to receive a Principal's Award. It's the award for 8th graders that no African American person like myself has received because school been around since 1936, around the Great Depression. But, but I was like, my mom was there. I remember that moment. Like my mom was there and stuff. I think she had to go work. I can't really remember her job. She was there for the awards, and I won the award. First of all, I was kind of just going through slow stages because I'm a guy. Guys are naturally slow. Point proven. Women are more intelligent than guys. Scientifically proven. But yeah, I remember my principal. And she was a doctor, by the way, because she received her doctor's degree. She was like, this award goes to this student. I'm not going to reveal my name yet, but I'm gonna say Taco. I wouldn't start a question. I will call me Taco soon. But yeah, I'm going to reveal to Taco, to this person who's moved to Alabama. Taco, and everybody just cheers like out of nowhere. I'm like, what do I do? And I remember my friend, I don't know what they called her. Like, it's something that teachers that go through up north where you had to stay with the student, like monitor what they're doing and stuff. But yeah, I was like, she took my my cup of tea. I will bring a mug size of tea with me every day at school to help keep me warm. Cause Boston, it gets cold. But aside from that, I got up, I walked. I was kind of confident, I kind of wasn't. I received the award. I had to shake like 6 or 10 teachers' hands, and the staff, and like other staff, like who are higher than teachers, and they all were clapping for me. I saw my mom. This was the first time I ever saw my mom cry. Was what's it called? She was crying and proud of me. I believe they took a photo of me. Then I had to go to my second or first block. I can't remember. I remember geography. I aced that class. Even if they put me without the tears. Going to learning center, IEP. Yeah. Then the whole reason I was in the learning center or I had IEP is because I quote I had a learning disability, which I was fine because of my stuttering problem. I know you probably notice why do I stutter. It's because if I get too excited, I'll try to say everything at once. That's my fault. I've been working on that for a while. Or I try to breathe, and I have a hard time. I sometimes have a hard time breathing. Because of when I was 3 days old, like 3 days after I was born, I started having snoring like an old grown man, and I was like just sleeping away, happy, and my mom just said, look at me like, who's that? And my grandma said, who's that snoring? They looked at me, they're all like, uh-oh, Houston, we have a problem. But yeah, the doctor said I was pretty fine. They said to wait. My mom was like, could be the adenoids. With the doctor, they say they weren't gonna do anything. Um, I had numerous things changed over time. Like I used to grow at a rapid rate because I would eat. Like I still eat, but I need to eat like more protein and stuff like that. But aside from that, I would eat like a lot. I would have a gallon of milk every day. So before I found out I was lactose tolerant, I would do everything. I used to eat at McDonald's every day, fast food places, Dunkin' Donuts, Krispy Kreme, restaurants, because I was out all the time, which was nice. That's always I hated school because I love traveling. That's something I always did actually. I always loved traveling, no matter how many times I didn't want to go, but I did not want to go. I said no, I really wanted to go. Yeah, I went to occupational therapy, which helps with speech and typing. At first, it was actually kind of helpful because this lady there, she was so lit. Like she would literally had talk to you or had not talk about communicate to you like how grown adults would and stuff. You seen improved vocabulary words and stuff like that. And I started going there. I went to what's it called? I can't remember. With speech, I hated speech with passion. I mean, I'm speaking at a good rate. I can literally tell you. I can literally tell you everything I learned in history in like 5 minutes. Um, yeah, and then I moved to the South. I thought I was gonna make honor, but I didn't. So that I didn't retry. I cried because I hated failure. Like that's how bad I hated failing. But I guess I should do it all at once. But I realized that I said the old saying, Rome was not built in a day, and it was true. Rome was built in a day. Egypt was built in a day. The first kingdom, the middle kingdom, and the third kingdom was not built in a day. It probably taken them probably decades to build it. Well, I'm sorry for that. Moved here, then in 8th grade, 7th grade, I was doing decent. I was making improvements, working on my own. 8th grade, I was trying to make honor. Then I stopped trying, which is kind of regret. I was like, oh well. So my overtime, I was like, okay. Forget school. School sucks. People I'm probably never going to see. I'll probably see one or two. I'll probably see the staff that I'm cool with. But yeah. Um, 9th grade, I was introduced to Avid. And by the way, I should get Avid in middle school. I got rejected because my grades were crap. But in 9th grade, I didn't really try to put effort to the end because my mom took away my precious Xbox. I'll show you what it looks. See, I've been having this 2009, 120 gigabytes. Got my controller. But yeah. Make good grades and stuff, but did decent 10th grade. I was doing so well, she kept on going, but I didn't. I decided to be a big joke and just joke around all the time, goof around people. First semester, I had 99 in history. Don't ask Cal. Then I started purposely failing my test because I got cocky. I was like, you know what? Yeah, so in sophomore year, I took it for granted. Because second semester, I was kind of struggling and kind of wasn't trying, so I was like, yeah, towards the end, I was like, holy crap, I think going to summer school, miss my trip to Boston with the show vlog there, but oh well. I'll vlog. Oh yeah, by the way, speaking of vacations, I'm gonna be going to Florida over spring break, and I'll be there from the Saturday I leave to that next Saturday, so it's probably 8.5 or 9 days I'll be there. But yeah, I get to drive there, so I'll make sure to have my cousin to vlog, to vlog with me and stuff, because we're gonna be going to Hollywood, Florida too, doing timeshare. But aside from that, I was talking about, yeah, I didn't try anything. I was like, bruh, I need to do better. My parents said I was disappointed, so I was disappointed myself. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna do better. This year, like I said, I failed my college classes. I tried really hard though. Not tried. I worked really hard actually because I literally stayed up late studying. I tried to get as much as possible. Towards the end, I was out for 2 days because I had that, some type of sickness virus going around. I had like flu-like symptoms, but then again, it wasn't as bad because we caught it just in time. And it turns out I went to school with it without me knowing, so it wasn't my fault. Because I told people, were like, what did you have? I had a virus, like, kind of like flu-like symptoms. But at the same time, it wasn't flu itself. They all just went, get away from me. I went, hurtful. But yeah, yeah, this vlog is also kind of for avid and will show a teacher who wants to hear my story, so that too. So it's kind of a vlog and a story. So it's a Vlory actually, because it's a combination of a vlog and a story. And sorry if it's so long. I just had to get this out of my chest and as much as possible. And back to the semester. The second time we were out because of a snow that came. I believe I vlogged in. Vlogged in, showed y'all the snow and stuff like that. No, not that time when I was out. My bad. I was on one recently. Showed y'all the snow. It's pretty lit. The other one was already there. And then by the time we did go on a review, because we're college I was in, it was forward to be a technician. We had to learn like lights and stuff, which I knew from. My mom would say to me, "It's your calling." I said to my mom one day, "Look, she was like, you can get your degree. You do it at your mother. You just do that." I'm like, "Mother, I cannot get a degree in a in a I cannot get a degree in a career field that I really suck at." I said that straight to her. But the reaction she gave, yeah, I got kicked out. I was actually happy. I stopped crying. I didn't even cry, but I didn't stress. But I was like, hey, I'm crying. I can do anything. Cussing, yelling, do anything, getting violent, personality. So you know what? Pray for the best. I got to be a teacher assistant for my second block. First block I got visual arts 1. Thank God. And it's so easy in that class. Like low key is so easy. But yeah, right now I'm doing a lot better. I made a 93 on my math test. I'll show you. So I'm going to cut the camera right here to show you all. And mark that out because that's my student information. But yeah, this is my grades I got. Oh yeah, the 16 out of 20, I made a B on it on my my variations quiz. And my other quiz is solving equations. No, it's functions quiz. My bad. I made a 24. I made an 87 on that. And then on my Unit 1 test, I made obviously a 93. Which is actually really good. I'm telling you, I don't study in math, period. Like I said, I was studying math, period, because, I just go straight tutoring. I was like, hey, excuse me, that's the thing though. You go tutoring, you can just double check on your work, even your orange parents sound confident you're good. Yes, questions just gets me to get better. But yeah, I love my teacher's class. She makes it lit. She actually explains the whole thing. Like, oh my gosh, she gives us work afterwards. Like, that is something that I love about like a math class. That's a teacher who actually explains it and gives us work afterwards. Because of makes the work a lot easier. They need help, she actually help you right away. I'm like, that is lit. But aside from that, I'm doing a lot better. Except I'm 91 in math. That's the first time I ever had 8 in math. Yeah. So this was a Vlory, a combination of a vlogging story. I'm going to conclude it right here. I love you all. I love the support you all give me. Like I said, sorry this is long. I wanted to get some stuff on my chest. This is also for a teacher too at the same time. So yeah, so make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And make sure to stay humble and be yourself. Don't listen to people with shadows because they'll only bring you down. Remember, in order to succeed, there's a willing to succeed. Alright? I'll catch you all next video. Love you all. And hashtag success. Also, by the way, before I officially conclude this video, If you're wondering why Jacob BB calls me Taco, it's because of when I was younger, right? So it sounds funny to you all, but my uncle would call me Taco to get my attention, like, come here Taco, I need you, and I'll respond to it, and that's how I got my nickname. But yeah, I'll catch you all in the next part, and remember, like I said, remember to stay humble, be yourself, don't let people try to start beating down, and remember, in order to succeed, you must be willing to succeed, okay? Love you all.